So in this video, we'll start exploring how to do runtime debugging within your views. So what I've really done is basically I've created a component for users list whose job is to basically loop over all the users, then basically create a user card with their username and their bio. Now out here, I have basically two users with their username and their bio, and for sure I'm passing them to our welcome view. Now the problem is whenever I go to this page, I cannot see the user's cards. Now it's really hard for me to figure out like what exactly going on. Now in other templating engine, what you're gonna basically do is you will start outputting your users array to see whether it exists out here or whether the users array is in the right form or not, or whether you're even able to access it within your component or not. Now with Edge, what you can basically do is you can define a debugging breakpoint. So I can say @debugger, which will basically create a runtime debugging breakpoint, which I can use to inspect my compiled views within Chrome DevTools. So what I'm going to do is very first, we need to run our server in the inspect mode. So if I open our package file, this is the command that I use to run the node server, and all I'm really going to do is I'm going to say inspect here. So inspect, then close the server, rerun it, and out here the inspect command basically gave us a URL that we can use in order to debug our templates. So I'll copy it and we'll open Chrome. Okay, so I have Chrome open out here. I'll paste this URL and then I'll basically open our template. Yep, you can see we have got our debugger output, basically debugger breakpoint out here. And out here we have our compile template. Now if you don't know, Edge basically compile all of your templates to a runnable JavaScript function. And what you see out here is basically JavaScript with inline HTML inside it. Now, what we are basically trying to figure out why we are not able to loop over our users array, right? So if we do $this.context, now this.context is something that has all the runtime data that your views need in order to do anything. So if I do this.context, for sure the view name is users list. That's what our component name is. That means we are inside the right view. Out here we have some globals. Now we're not going to worry about globals. We have presenter. Don't worry about presenter right now. We'll cover it in the upcoming videos. And out here we have our data property. Now inside our data we have a main slot which is empty because we don't have any content inside our component, and we don't have any users array. That's the reason this each loop is not working. So let's do a quick thing, figure out why exactly we don't have access to the users array out here. So if we look at our component, we basically didn't pass the users array to the component. Now if you remember, a component does not inherit the scope of your templates. You need to pass the data to your components. So I'm going to say users is equal to users, or you can also make use of a shorthand object that's users like this. Now let's go and clean it, rerun our template. Yep, we got it here. Let's go back, rerun the context, presenter, data. Yep, this time we do have users with two arrays, their username, bio, username and bio. So if we continue, yep, we do see our two cards out here. So you guys can see it is really awesome to basically debug your templates in order to figure out what exactly going on instead of outputting different variables and then rerunning your templates again and